Hello, everybody. I am so glad that you're here. I wanted to come to you as I do every Wednesday about this time. Maybe we should just make a date. 4:30 Eastern every Wednesday. I'll definitely be coming to you, talking to you. I'd love to do a Q&A with you. I'd love to answer some of your questions. Also wanted to send you an offer if you want to email me. Now, don't ask anything about TED only because you can't get to TED through me. There's an official way to go about doing it. But if you want to ask me questions about my books, about my website, about toxic mold, about my show Faith and Freedom, you can email me at shemaine.chat@gmail.com. Shemaine.chat@gmail.com. But please don't ask if TED can play at your son's birthday party. It's probably not going to happen. There's a way to go about doing it. I had somebody call me and say, "Hey, can you get me in touch with Kid Rock?" No, I can't. No, don't ask me. I appreciate it. If you can imagine how many people ask that. Okay, so I also wanted to share with you. Let me see if I could find a new. Um, there we go. My website. Um, For those of you who don't know, and please write in the comment section where you're watching from. I see Daryl here from Marshall, Illinois. Kevin from Omaha. Hello, Kevin. How are you? Happy 4th. Yes, happy 4th of July, everybody. Don't just barbecue. And if you are going to barbecue, that brings me to something that I have to show you. If you are going to barbecue, if you haven't already got your Switch to America with Shemaine beef, it's Mm, yeah, you're going to want to go get it and have it shipped so that you are ready next week. It is truly amazing. Ted and I are hunters. We get venison, but sometimes we want to switch up. And I'm telling you, this is the best beef we've ever had. It's absolutely amazing. So go to switchtoamericawithshemaine.com. It's clean, no antibiotics, pure grass-fed beef. And also, if you want to support the Patriot movement, if you want to support USA made and raised in the USA, a lot of grocery stores are importing beef that was from China and saying because okay, now it's in the United States. Don't trust what's in the beef at the grocery stores. I don't. Okay, so that to say, going back to the chat, I am so excited to have so many of you joining me. Happy 4th. Barbecue like you mean it. We have, I still think this is the last best country on earth. And a lot of things are changing in this world, in this country. We've seen so many things in the past 3.5 years. And we might be getting a new president sooner than we thought. But all that, I will keep you updated. Please watch my show, Faith and Freedom on Real America's Voice, Faith and Freedom on RealAmericasVoice.com. So the way, go to Faith and Freedom, no, go to RealAmericasVoice.com and look at the shows, the drop down link for shows, and you can click on Faith and Freedom with Shemaine. The reason I'm telling you that is because I have to watch what I say here. How many people say watch your P's and Q's? Where did that saying come from? But I have to watch what I say here because I don't have the freedom of speech on social media. Some I do. I know I have Rumble here. If anybody's on Rumble, please holla. Let me see you and acknowledge you. I appreciate you guys. And, Facebook and Instagram and LinkedIn, I think I can say anything. Not so much on Facebook. Instagram, I'm not on right now, but YouTube, I've been cut off on YouTube and Facebook. I've been in social media jail, so to speak. But Rumble, so far, so good. So thank you very much. But my Faith and Freedom show, I can say anything I want. I have guests. In fact, we were talking, I've got 3 guests. I take that. Well, no, I have 4 guests. So Sunday on the show, I have Tito Ortiz and his wife, Amber. And Tito Ortiz is a former heavyweight champ. And he and his wife, Amber, moved from California. They talk all about that. I have Attorney General of Kansas, Chris Kobach. He is doing amazing things. He's suing Pfizer. Title IX got reversed. So I talk about that. And I have a Dr. Ely who talks about some things I can't say here, some terms that I can't say. Watch my show, Faith and Freedom, on Real America's Voice. It comes out brand new every Sunday at 10 a.m. Eastern, but you can actually watch it anytime. As soon as I'm done here, you can go watch my past shows. But I always like to come here and tell you while it's fresh on my mind who my guests are coming up. And I did something different this show, so I hope you do watch it. The last segment, I have 4 segments. The last segment from now on, unless something different comes up, Ted gave me the suggestion. He goes, you really need to have a whole segment to yourself and just talk about you and what you're interested in. And so I did that. The whole segment, I talk about and I'm gonna give you a recap. And after I acknowledge a couple of more of my friends, Chris watching from Southern Illinois, happy 4th to you. We've got Arthur watching from Staten Island. Hi from Peppermint Patty in Sussex County, Delaware. Hello. Hey, John. Hello. How are you? Aloha from Seattle. Won't go quietly into the night. Yes, I'm looking at your comments. Happy 4th of July. So, one of the things that Tito was saying, I asked him, how he and I got connected through some virtual friends in the 17th letter of the alphabet movement. If you know, you know. 4 years ago. And we've kind of kept in touch. And I think this is the first time I had him on my show. I had his wife on my show before talking about human trafficking. And this was what he said was that, we've all got to be fighters. We cannot let being banned on social media. He came back. His platform got removed. He came back. And I don't want to have that happen to me or you. But you know what? If it does, we're going to keep coming back. We've got to all be fighters. We cannot go quietly. That was just a comment here by Chris. We won't go quietly into the night. I mean, we can't, guys. Everybody, and one of the things that Tito and his wife Amber were talking about is they had thought about leaving California and they got robbed by a gang. I'm not sure I don't think it was Venezuela. I want to say Costa Rica, but I'm not sure exactly. But they talk about which specific gang they got robbed by. And the local cops said, sorry, you're the 9th home that got robbed in the neighborhood. Now it's up to like 40 or 50 in that neighborhood that they once were living in that got robbed, and there's nothing they can do. They get like something like a 30-day pass and they can leave again. It's insanity and it's gaslighting. What I hope this doesn't get me banned. Because I do want to talk to you about the importance of holistic health in just a minute. Hopefully this doesn't get me banned before I can talk about that. What's really interesting is that all the so-called 3-letter media who have for the past 3.5 years been gaslighting us into saying, that's not a cell phone. No, that is not a cell phone. What you're seeing with your eyes is not actually the truth. Now, suddenly after the debate, we've all been questioning whether President Biden really had the mental health to be the commander-in-chief, to do this job. And now, after it's obvious, which I question, when the whole media, when all of those 3-letter, the mainstream media, when they all come together and they say the same thing, it's got to make you wonder. But they're saying what we have been saying for years, and it's called gaslighting. Anyways, happy 4th, Terry. How are you? Love you too. So many great people chiming in. Watching from Montana. I love Montana. From Shasta. Hello, Barbara. How are you? Hello, Darren from Canada. Watching from South Arkansas. Wow, I love all these people joining in here. Okay. Hold on. Yeah, I'm looking at all the comments. I'm not gonna argue with you on that one. Okay. So, yeah. Okay, so this was really funny. I have had a cold, not even a cold. I've just had a cough for a month. It was a lot worse a couple weeks ago. But have you ever had a cold and the next day you want to have enough energy to do a speech and get a spray tan and look great? If I have a cold, the last thing I want to do is be in front of people talking. I don't know. There's just so many things that, yeah, I don't know, Christina. I'm not saying that yeah. Did that just come in? 4 years of, I'm watching all these comments. It's just things that make you go, What doesn't make me go, is taking care of my health. And a lot of you guys know I'm going to segue. Did you like that segue? A lot of you know, if you've been here before, you know that I've been in the health and fitness industry for 44 years, like a super long time. But it's really been an amazing journey for me because I love helping other people transform their lives through exercise and healthy living. But I got to tell you, a disclaimer, I don't always I don't always eat perfectly, and I certainly don't always exercise. Especially, I have to tell you what happened. I don't know. You might have seen the post that I had where I was on crutches and I had a knee injury. I am on crutches for the next at least week. And what happened was I tripped over my dog Coco's bed in the middle of the night. And rather than land on her, everything's dark. So imagine this. I didn't want to land on her, so I like launched myself. I'm thinking while I'm launching myself in the complete darkness, where am I going to go? What's going to happen? I landed right on my kneecap. I'm thinking, I couldn't move, putting any pressure on my leg made me want to throw up. I'm like, Dad, you gotta. I waited until he said, okay, what can I do? But I said, I'll just lay here on the floor. But as soon as you wake up, take me to the hospital. It wasn't really quite that bad, but something similar. And went to the hospital. Thank goodness it wasn't broken. Nothing was broken. And that brings me to my next point. We have to count our blessings. And the past month, pretty much because of one injury, and those of you know, this might be too much information for some of you. I had my breast implants removed. I did a whole YouTube series on it. I'm not ashamed of that. In fact, I'm very proud of it because I did it without anesthesia, just local numbing. I mean, it was crazy. And I wanted to do the video because I had no idea that that was an option. But it's not for everybody. And there were some things I wish I would have known before I had the surgery when I was totally, completely awake and have my implants removed. I mean, unbelievable. But so because of that, I couldn't work out. Then I got this cough, couldn't work out. Then I got the knee injury. So it seems like I haven't been able to work out for a long time. So I'm trying to be positive by counting my blessings and doing what I can, upper body, and still stretching. And the most important thing, guys, the most important of taking care of your body, mind, and spirit is doing what you can. We all can't be marathon runners or triathletes, but sometimes we have to, make adjustments in our schedules. We're busy. We're in different seasons of our lives. And those of you who know, 20 years ago, my family and I were exposed to toxic mold and we lost our home. And this is why I'm here. No doctors could help me when I got sick and almost died. I had debilitating migraines. Not one could cured me. I took all kinds of medication, tried almost everything. Nobody could help me. And that made me a seeker. And I became a seeker of truth and of health and wellness. And it opened my eyes to the importance of taking care of not just my body, but my mind and spirit as well. And that's what I want to share with you today, the importance of holistic wellness. So starting with your body, We know that exercise is important. And again, if you get an injury or you're in a season where you just don't have time or the opportunity, it's okay. You don't have to do a high intensity movement, but please move your body, rotate your spine. Oh, that feels good right there. In your neck, and do shoulder rolls, and do what you can do. A body in motion stays in motion. Who remembers those commercials? Doing just a nice stretching. It doesn't have to be like, my idea of a workout is sweating and I'm exhausted and fatigued. But right now I can't do that. I can't stand. So I mean, I can stand, but I can't put any pressure on my legs. So it's just got to be upper body, abs. That's about it. But moving our bodies is essential. It improves our immune system, improves mental clarity. Maybe that's what Joe Biden needs. Maybe he just needs to do that and then he'll be okay, you know? Um, but exercise is important. Okay, so moving on to what we put in our bodies, and it's not just about, eating greens. But again, switch to America with Shemaine, no chemicals, no mRNAs, no antibiotics in the beef. We got to become label readers. We got to look at what we're putting into our bodies. And then finally, we've got to, I'm looking at some of the comments, trying to stay on point. It is such a toxic world. One of the guests, a Dr. Ely that's on my show, talks all about vitamins. We were going to talk about something different, but we went down the rabbit hole, so to speak, about vitamins and what's really important. If you want to know the number one vitamin that you should be taking, I'll tell you at the end of this. But you also have to watch my Faith and Freedom show. And then the next thing that I'm going to tell you, taking care of what you put on your body is just as important. Your skin is the largest organ your body has, and anything you put on it, your skin's going to go, it's going to suck it up. So I'll bring my handy dandy chair over here and show you. I started, let's see if I can find this right here. Casa Ro, that's wrong. Row Casa Organics. I'm not telling you to just to promote this. I want to share with you what works for me. A lot of people have said or asked me, what do I use for skincare? This is right here. Face serum, face cream. And then there's also an eye cream. That's not it. Eye cream. And there's so many other products. There's cleansers. There's I want to know, am I back? Guys, let me know in the comment section. My whole computer shut down. Was it something that I said? I'm very curious. So somebody write in the comment section. You can see me, hear me. Lost you. Am I back? I see that, Kevin. Am I back? So I can activated charcoal. I see that. Just let me know in the comment section. Am I back? I'm back. Okay. Thanks, James Shirts. All right. Because I do want to tell you the most important vitamin you should be taking. But also, yes, back to Rocassa, definitely. Yeah, was it something I said? It's just crazy. Okay, you hear me. Okay, good. Hey, Rocco Bronca, thanks for being here. I'm going to make this short and sweet, but go to Rocassa and use the code FAITH to get a discount because I want you to get the discount. Okay, so last but not least, the most important vitamin, I want to leave you with this. The most important vitamin you should be taking is, drum roll, please, vitamin D. And we go into all of that, why that's so important, and it's something that I have been slacking on, and I go through phases, and then Dr. Ely talks about, you know what, it's okay to miss a day a week. You should not take vitamins one day a week, and then we also get into when to take certain vitamins. So, all right, guys, I'm going to let you go. I'm not sure if I'm going to get cut off again. Love you guys. Please watch my show, Faith and Freedom, and check out my book, Killer House. It might just change your life. You can get it on Amazon. It's a best selling book. And at the end of the year, in November, end of November, I got a brand new book coming out. I'll tell you all about that soon. D and Zinc. Hey, yes. Okay. All right, guys, have a great day. Make it a great day. Do something healthy and happy for you today. Pick up my book, Killer House, on Amazon. I'll talk